You know, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we need to take a whole step back in this D4vd and Celeste Rivas case, and we need to look at the people who surrounded David. I feel in my heart that there were a lot more people who knew about Celeste Rivas. They just had to have known. His management team, the way they traveled all over the world together, his close friends. And there's one person I want to pinpoint in particular, and that's Neo the Asian, because there's a lot of connection between Neo the Asian, the house that Celeste Rivas died in, and David. Okay? And if you guys don't remember, Neo the Asian got arrested first. They arrested him, he had to go to a grand jury, and they let him go. But I feel like there is always a connection between those two. I don't think David did it by himself, and I'm not blaming Neo the Asian, but I want to show you a few things, okay? And there's one interesting idea that's been floating around the internet recently. David ordered 2 chainsaws. 2 chainsaws. Now, why would he need 2? Maybe he had a secondary person helping him. And there's going to be some footage with Neo and David hanging out, seemingly making excuses for a foul smell in the house out of nowhere. And you could even see Neo the Asian's body language change when David brings it up. Mind you, this is after Celeste is murdered. So David killed this girl already. He's hanging out with Neo, his bestie, hanging out with some other girls, and he makes a comment that clearly makes Neo uncomfortable. Okay? I don't know, man. I just think there's more people involved in this thing. And as time goes forward, I hope the rest get implicated in this. But anyways, I want to go forward with that clip. And also, as time moves forward, you know, that's a multi-million-dollar house that David was living in. We have a full tour of the entire mansion, and you're going to see a few things that you might find interesting in relation to the clip that we're going to see and the layout of David's house. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. It's going to be an interesting one. So the first clip I want to show you guys is David interacting with these girls in his bathroom. Now, again, this is a very expensive house. It's a very wide open layout. This is all a bathroom that they're in, apparently. And you're going to see Neo the Asian on the left side. Let's just hear what he had to say.
See? Oh, yes, I apologize in advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit in there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care, I just took a shit in there.
Another one? Type shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. I had to go.
You wanna join us? Or do this?
Look at my wall.
Now, I don't know if you heard what he said, but he comes out and he's like, I apologize if my bathroom stinks. You know, I took a shit in there about 2 hours ago. First and foremost, if you took a shit about 2 hours ago and it still stinks in there, you're probably rotting from the inside, you know? But I don't know why, you know, he felt the need to explain that. You know what I'm saying? On live stream, maybe he was just trying to be funny, or maybe he was trying to cover for something. Now, I don't think the smell of feces and the smell of death correlate to one another, but who knows what people are thinking when they're just trying to cover something. My first reaction to this is like, well, he wouldn't hide Celeste's body in the bathroom, would he? But don't worry, you're going to know exactly why a lot of people believe that that was directly related to her smell. But let me show you this again, and everybody pay attention to Neo the Asian's face as he's saying this. Pay attention.
Oh, yes, I apologize in advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit in there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care, I just took a shit in there.
Another one? Type shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. I had to go.
You wanna join us? Or do this?
Look at my wall.
He gets so uncomfortable. He looks at David. He's trying to get eye contact with David. That's what I think he's doing. He's trying to be like, shut the fuck up. You know, he's trying to get eye contact with David, doesn't get it, and then he looks at the chat because they're on live stream and the chat's just going constantly, right? So he looks at chat, then he just leans back and he's like, you know what, let me shut the fuck up. This is not my place. Let me just shut the fuck up. Now, that could just be embarrassment because David's saying some crazy shit around the girls, or it could be a little bit deeper for the two of them. Let's continue, though. Remember, folks, Neo got arrested first. Why, of all people, his manager never got arrested. The person who got the house for him didn't get arrested. He was the only one who had to go and see the court. And I think his family had to go and see them, too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's continue, though.
She's so cute. All right.
Asia. Wait, what? Bro, I didn't get taught how to use this.
Oh, was the mic? Oh.
All right, so that's the whole thing, right? But this is where things start to get a little bit sketchy. The super sleuths came to the rescue online, and they gave us a full 3D breakdown of D4vd's entire mansion, where they were in relation to that video, and where the garage is in relation to the bathroom, right? A lot of people online are starting to put two and two together. The bathroom that they were in was directly over the garage where David allegedly hacked her up with 2 chainsaws and, packed her up for later storage. Let me show you this real quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, there's a few things I want to show here, folks. We have a whole bunch of vents that, man, when I tell you they went through this house so deeply, it's fully mapped out. There's no room for any, what's the word? There's no room for getting it wrong. We know exactly what every room of this house looks like now. But the main thing we want to focus on first is bathroom number 1. Okay? Let's look at the bottom left corner of this screen. That big glass shower, it matches that same video where David is right there with this girl and Neo. That tub in other videos is the same bathroom where David's always in there singing and having conversations with people. Right here, where these shutters are, is that window that you see on the top right corner right here. That leads to the outside. That leads to the outside, right? So, you're taking a shit, you have a steamy shower or whatever. That window right there is going to let all that steam and that shitty smell out. Or it's going to let some smells in because it's a fucking window, right? Well, look at this window right here and look directly below that. What do you see? You see a 3-car garage. Right there where David had his arcade, his little workout section, and his kiddie pool with a dead 14-year-old. So there's a very high possibility that he was storing her in that garage below that bathroom, and the smell was rising through the vents, through the outside, straight into that bathroom. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. But now that we're getting the whole, this theory's been going around for some weeks now, but now that we're getting the whole blueprint of the house, it makes so much sense. But let's continue. We're going to get a whole breakdown of this house. Let's keep it going. So they're pinpointing the window. Pay attention, folks. I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy house, man. Look, this is the second bathroom. We probably never even seen this one, but we know this is not gonna be the bathroom that David was live streaming in. The tile don't match, the toilet don't match, the tub don't match. You know what I'm saying? But this is a luxury ass house, bro. Look at whoever did this took some time. Look at the blue arrows are the external sections of the house. Bathroom number 2. Then we see another section right here. That's the same bathroom on a different angle, right? Let's keep it going though. It says second door near the exit.
Listen to my heart beat, 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 beat.
Yeah, I can sing like that too.
Listen to my heart beat, 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 beat.
Listen to my heartbeat.
Let me get my shirt so I don't come back up here later.
And then right here, they show us the third bathroom, right? So we have the bathroom up top. We have the bathroom on the opposite side of the house. And then we have the bathroom on the first floor. And they just give us a little sectional, when I tell you the person who did this got in their detective bag, it's crazy. They probably went in there for a walkthrough or something. They probably said they were going to rent there just to get pictures of this place because this is crazy. This is the same kitchen where you see David and Neo every once in a while in his live streams and his TikToks and all that. And we're getting to the first floor. But if you realize everything's stacked above each other, these bathrooms are stacked above each other. So if there's something stinking on the bottom floor, it's going to spread damn near through the whole house. At least the bathroom side and part of the bedroom. It's not looking good, bro. And I can only imagine what prosecution has just in terms of the house itself. Because remember, they found DNA. They found pieces of the pool that David had inside of Celeste's body. They have a lot of stuff already. You can only imagine what they have on top of this. But let's keep going. Bathroom likely here. Vent stack, plumbing. It says bathroom 4, David's bedroom, mirror and TikTok room near staircase. Damn. Bathroom number 4 / the TikTok room. This is even a bathroom, bro. Holy shit, this house is lit. It don't see. This is what I'm saying, folks. It never looks like much from outside, but these little Hollywood Hills mansions, man. These motherfuckers be lit on the inside, bro. Bathroom number 4, TikTok room is showing you the bathroom in the background. He says my album drops tomorrow. So mind you, this shit all took place after Celeste is already dead and he's just having the time of his fucking life, right? And I want to show you another section of that same live stream, right? Now that we have a kind of an idea of what his house looks like, there's a lot more rooms. I'm not going to show everybody everything. But there's a section in the stream where the girls want to use the bathroom. Now remember, bathroom 1 and bathroom 3 are directly above the garage. And that's where the smell we're assuming is coming up from. Let's just say that's the correct theory, right? David gets almost panicked when one of the girls say they want to use the bathroom. He runs around and tries to direct her to the correct one instead of just having her go to anyone. Very odd behavior, and it almost seems like kind of scary-ish behavior. Skittish, scary behavior. Look at this.
That's crazy work. Okay, I need his restroom. Can you help? Can you show me the restroom?
There's one by David's room.
Yeah. Entertainment shop.
Shit, I got y'all. Let's get it, y'all.
They're in the bathroom.
There's a toilet right there.
Yeah, but Mom, we're not. All of us in here just hearing.
Kissing stream.
Go to the one.
That's crazy. So I'm a.
Oh yeah,
Paying
I
exposure
apologize
on
in
Paris.
advance for the way my bathroom smelled. I took a shit there like 2 hours ago.
I don't care. I just took a shit.
Another one? Type shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. I had to go.
You wanna join us?
So if you can tell, I'm going to leave that alone from there. But if you can tell, the dude, he's having people over at his house, and it kind of correlates to what that document that prosecution put forward said, because in the document around like page 7 or 8, they said that David deliberately lied to producers, friends, and family about the smell. Specifically. Now we have video of David running behind his friends trying to get them to go to the correct bathroom. Interesting, huh? It's all very interesting. Man, this guy, he really ain't too bright. He's dumb as a bag of fucking rocks, gang. But before we continue, I just wanted to show you guys that, life moves on, because it's official that the property is being rented out again. And apparently the owners did this big old trailer for it. So I just wanted to show you guys. If you want to live in the murder house of David and Celeste Rivas, you can pay, $20,000 a month to live here. Check it out. Man, it's a nice house, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this is a nice ass house. Look, they have a whole fucking piano. Does anybody know how to play the piano in that bitch? No, but it's there. He had all of that. He had the world. What is it, like a 5-bedroom house? 6-bedroom house? How many bedrooms is in this bitch? No, let's back it up right here. This is the infamous bath. Excuse me. This is the infamous bathroom right here. Right here. This is where all the magic happened. Right here. So this is where that live stream took place. Right here. And that window right there leads directly outside, and the garage is right below that. Right here. And here's the infamous garage as well. But you guys see how big it is, right? I think he thought that he could just put the kiddie pool over these workout mats and it would be all Gucci Patucci. No one would ever find out. That's what I think he thought. Damn, imagine you have all of that. You have all of that. Your life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. And then you invite over 13-year-old. Hey, sweetie, come here. Enjoy this life with me. How old are you? Oh, you're that's fine. It doesn't even matter. Somebody shanked this guy. Actually, never mind. Peace, love, and positivity. That's what I always say. That's my motive. That's my motto. But anyways, that's pretty much it, folks. I just wanted to show you guys the layout of the whole house. That theory is not new to me. Obviously, it's been circulating for a while. But I feel like there's, I don't like to cover things unless I believe in them. I do think there's some plausibility, there's some believability when it comes to the smell leaking into David's house from that garage. I'm pretty sure that's what was happening. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Apparently, David has a preliminary hearing at 8:30 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'll live stream it if it's live streamable, if it's worth live streaming, But until then, we'll see what happens, man. I do think there's supposed to be more information due to come out tomorrow after that hearing. So, stay tuned. And we shall find out. I love y'all, man. Stay inside, stay safe. I'm out of here.